I don't judge myself ever. And if I do, I stop and I literally humiliate myself with self-amusement of roasting myself for choosing to be stuck in my head. Yo, you've lived this long, you've survived this long, you're conscious, I would hope, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're self-aware. If you don't take the time to be like, hey, out of this many years of my life so far, I still deal with, doubt and judgment. I don't judge myself. I don't question myself in terms of quality, in terms of subjective bias that rates my value. That's social conditioning that you've accepted as a unit of measure for your life's perspective of how you perceive yourself. Social societal conditioning. Are you in your entirety an entire society? If you count all the cells in your body, all the molecules that make you up, all the atoms, that is its own ecosystem. Now, your little collective of cells, molecules, the matter that makes you up, keeps you alive. If you were to go down to the most smallest level of your being, I bet that matter, now this is going to sound crazy, but if that matter in your body is conscious, you're conscious, and collectively you run a conscious unit, your whole body functions. So if the cells in your body are smart enough to be like, hey, I'm programmed to do this to keep you alive, this is my purpose of existence, I just do this thing, I'm here, I doubt that they judge and question themselves. But yet collectively you stifle your whole entire ecosystem with societally conditioned views that you choose to take for face value. And granted, you want to calibrate, you don't want the mob to come after you because you do something uncalibrated, but at the same time, function within the greater society without losing the integrity of your internal ecosystem. Your self-esteem should be deeply rooted in core confidence that you are enough, that you love yourself, so that you can thrive in abundance instead of coping through scarcity. You don't want the ego, the societally conditioned image, oh, I identify as this, I identify as that, I resonate with this, I resonate with that. This is favorable, this is unfavorable, I like this, I don't like this. All these labels are great for navigating, but when you utilize them all to build yourself up, build your identity, they're wavering. There's no deep investment in that internal ecosystem. I mean, I like to eat this, I like to do that, it makes me happy, it makes me fulfilled, that stimulus, that gratification. But if your identity is wavering and you're not feeling amazing in your own ecosystem, then you need to use some self-awareness to eradicate these stifling blocks that you've allowed social conditioning to ingrain into you as part of what you feel that you are required to tolerate in your existence. Because you should sculpt, shape, condition, away from social conditioning, your own perspective of core confidence in yourself that gives you a force field, firewall, boundary, standard, whatever you want to call it, that filters any external stimulus that comes at you, that your brain interprets, that you process, that then gets skewed and causes you to react. You need to really be like, hey, well, it comes down to core confidence. If I want to get out of my head, I need to invest in that core confidence. I am enough. I got that core confidence. Many ways to go into core confidence, but first you have to become self-aware. of when and why and what is causing you to stifle yourself, to question yourself. Once you find that root cause, first of all, Stackers a huge win. Yo, I invested in myself by using self-awareness. I'm not going to settle for less anymore and fall to this same trap again. Then, on top of that, take action, take massive action to give yourself not only the reference experience of self-awareness being utilized, but the reference experience of reconditioning your perspective by taking action to solidify, hey, I don't resonate with this older version of me anymore. I'm taking action to distance myself from this old version of me and to really be this new me. This, now stacked, gives you a little bit of confidence. Hey, wow, I broke out of this old habit. I did a rep. I got a little bit more swole in my ability to execute as this newer version of me, the same you that's always been there, but you finally just decided to take action, unstifling yourself and really choosing to live that best life instead of settling for less.